Good morning, everyone. I thought I'd jump on really quickly because I have had a few questions about some lymphatic things that you can do at home. So I did a dry brushing video, it's many years ago now, but I thought I'd just quickly run through the way to dry brush correctly. So you will need a dry bristle brush. So you can get these from any chemist or supermarket actually. But the way we really want to be brushing is proximal to distal, and that's on every limb as well. Okay, so um, I'll just run through one side um, of the body of how we're going to dry brush. But essentially, we want to be making sure we're, clearing proximal to distal so we have somewhere for the fluid to move to. So I have heard a couple of people starting at their feet. I know there's, loads out there that say to do this. In my opinion, it's probably best to clear fluid so the legs have somewhere to go. Otherwise, you're pushing fluid into a compromised area. Okay, so the best way to dry brush is you will start at your shoulders and you're really just drawing the brush over your traps. So obviously you're going to do this before having a shower, so it is brush to skin, but obviously I'm showing you with clothes on. Once we've done about 3 to 4 strokes over the shoulder, I'm going to get you to start moving down your arm. So we're going to go, 3 to 4 strokes on each spot. Okay, so it can take a little bit of time. And then we move down to the forearm area. So we're just going around the whole circumduction of the arm, 3 to 4 strokes on each section. And then obviously your hands back and front. Then we would do the opposite side. So we'd come and come over the shoulders and then down the arm. Once we've done the arms, we're then going to move to the chest. So we're always starting at the center and moving towards the shoulder. So we're trying to push everything into the axilla area. And actually starting to clear the thymus area as well, where everything kind of starts to drain into. Once we've done both sides, we're going to then come down into the tummy. So we're starting up just underneath the breast line and then just coming down the tummy. So we're always doing the little brushes towards the heart. So we're going up, but we're going from proximal to distal. Once we've done about 3 to 4 strokes of the tummy on both sides, we're then going to come down into the legs. So we start up high, 3 to 4 strokes, and then we move down into the inner thigh, outer thigh, coming around into your hamstrings. Remember, 3 to 4 strokes, and then coming down into the shin area. And then, of course, down into the feet. And then you would do the opposite leg. So that is dry brushing. So that's one way. The other thing that I would really recommend for women to do is clearing your breasts in the shower. Okay, so really making sure you're sweeping underneath your breast line. So if you are feeling like little bumps within the fascia, that is lymphatic. So keep sweeping towards the armpit until that kind of clears. You can clear your armpits. You can tap, or you can make circular motions. So we want to clear the axilla before clearing the breast line. The other thing you can do is a tapping sequence. Okay, so tapping's fantastic for the lymphatics, and you know, this sequence is going to do your full body as well. So you don't always need a brush. So these are going to be things that you don't need a brush for. Okay, so we're going to just start by tapping out the tops of our head. Just tapping the crown all the way over. And you just tap for a few minutes. And then we're going to come and tap the forehead, tapping the temples, closing down your eyes. Just noticing anywhere that feels a little tighter. And then starting to come and tap the cheeks. Really just getting into that point just underneath the eyes. Tapping the jawline. You can even just drop your mouth slightly open, allowing the tongue to sit on the base of the mouth. And just really get into that masseter there and the pterygoid muscles. And just completely relax. Taking a nice deep breath in and out. Tapping our chin, tapping our neck, the front of our neck, the back of the neck. Drop the chin towards the chest so you can really get into that suboccipital area. Tapping the shoulders. Just allow your head to drop forward and relax. Bringing the head back to neutral. Just really starting to tap the pec minor attachment and coming along the clavicle. We have a lot of nodes along this clavicle area. So start to stimulate, coming down into the chest area. You can get the right hand and just start tapping all the way down the arm. You're going to turn the palm up and then start to come up on the other side. We're then going to start to circle in around the breast line, and then we're coming back up, turning the hand face down. So we're really getting into the extensors there, and turning the palm to face up, and then coming back up the arm, coming back to the chest area and around the breast line. We're going to do this just a couple of more times. One more time. And then the next time you come around to your axilla, you can tap this area just a little bit, just to stimulate the nose and the armpit. And then we're going to swap sides. So we're going to start tapping the shoulder, making sure the palm is facing down, and then we're just going to tap all the way down along the arm towards the hand. Turn the hand over. So the palm's facing the sky, and we're just tapping back up the arm, tapping into the chest, around the breast, and just doing this all over again, making sure the palm's facing down. Once you get to your hand, turn the palm up and come on the underside of the arm, come into the chest, around the breast, turning the palm to face down and tapping along the arm, turn the palm up, coming to the chest, around the breast, and just start tapping underneath the armpit. You can start to take some really good deep abdominal breaths here, really starting to pump your lower abdominal. We hold a load of nodes in this area. Just tapping our chest whilst we're taking some deep abdominal breaths here. A big sigh out. And again, deep breath in and out. We're going to move down now, get your fingertips, and we're just tapping along the diaphragm. Along the right side is where we house our liver, and on the left side is where we house our spleen. Okay, these are two major organs for the lymphatic system. Give these areas some love. You can start to move a little closer to your solar plexus. This is also the area of the Sistina Kylie. Major node ducts in the abdominal area. Starting to come down towards your lower abdominal. Taking long, slow, deep breaths. This is an area where we hold our bloating, but when we are bloated, this is where we tend to get the lower back pain. So we're really stimulating some of those nodes at the moment with our breath and also the tapping. We are going to bring our left leg out now. We're just going to tap up into the groin area. Really starting to stimulate our nodes in this area. And we're just going to start tapping into the thigh. We're going to come on the outside and then we're going to come inside. You can even bend your knee a little and come onto your hamstrings. We want to tap behind the knee. This is our patellar nose. Just gently tapping. And then tapping down your shins. You can bend the knee. You tap the calves. And then tapping our feet. You can stimulate the nodes at the ankle. They're just on the back side, either side of your Achilles tendon. And we're just going to come back up the legs. We're going to switch sides now. Start by stimulating the groin area and starting to move down the leg. Bending the knee, coming onto the hamstring, making sure you're getting the outside and also the inside of the leg. Coming to the knee area and just patting behind the knee. Then coming down the legs. Bending the knee, getting into the calf, stimulating the nodes at the ankles, and then tapping the feet, making your way back up the leg, getting behind the knee, And stimulating all the way to the top of the leg. Giving yourself a big shake. And taking a beautiful breath in and out, and just noticing the difference a little tapping can do. If we do this every day, we can really start to look after our lymphatic system. Ourselves as women, we really need to focus on this as our hormones change. So if you have any questions regarding lymphatic drainage, or you need assistance with lymphatic drainage, please reach out. Always here. So email or phone. Otherwise, have a great day. Danam.